Who or what is DonnyD? The DonnyD podcast. I am Griffygrog, and I am joined by Grumpman and For a While.
Hello, hello. I am the aforementioned Grumpman, and I'll be your co-host.
And I am For a While, and I don't want to be here.
Question one.
Oh no!
This wonderful podcast. Who was DonnyD? DonnyD was a YouTuber, specifically at one point a Minecraft YouTuber, but he eventually moved on to Roblox YouTube. And then eventually he's been completely corrupted by auto-generated YouTube content slot, / stealing other people's content, which will be the topic of later podcasts. I'm sure you're very intrigued, but for now we'll be focusing on the more golden age of DonnyD. His main achievements were through his insane Bed Wars Minecraft gameplay. It was insane because it made you feel insane. So yeah, his Bed Wars gameplay was not the best, but that's what made him so charming.
Personally, I like to distinguish between the person and the channel. DonnyD died with the DonnyD channel. He basically did Bed Wars primarily because that's how he gained a following, but he got a bit too lazy in the end, and he was so bad that it took so long to actually make the content that he just ultimately gave up, started being solely streaming, and it was just obviously downhill from there until he quit, and that was the end of DonnyD.
DonnyD was not like a playthrough YouTuber. He wanted to be the YouTuber that played and then talked to his audience and let his personality shine as like the main focus point. And I think it really did for a time. Also, his unique style and ideas and execution of them made him a great source of entertainment, personality-wise. Even though all he was doing a lot of the time was just playing Bed Wars, or his Minecraft server, or later on different games, but it was still entertaining to some degree, even though you could get it like anywhere else. Yes, I'd say the Lemon Special was a unique twist on it, but it was mainly like a weak attempt at something new and original. But it was still awesome because there was something really funny about the fact that he chose to make the Lemon Special, and like he hyped it up so much.
I feel like his mindset prevented him from progressing in any way, shape, or form in terms of skill and also in content as well. I feel like that's one of the main reasons why he didn't bother going and collaborating essentially with other people. I feel like the fact that he was basically more of a, I guess, parasocial content creator probably put a big strain on his channel as a whole. And once again, it kind of all links back to his play style and the way he just goes about constructing his Bed Wars videos, because it is just like bog standard solo Bed Wars videos. He's always positive, he's always cheery, but it's okay to like show frustration and a bit of weakness in
it makes you more relatable
videos like that. And like, and not only that though, but it kind of shows like there is something at the very least that you can improve with. And
there's something
honest,
behind those eyes.
to be honest, I don't think Donny ever improved at Minecraft at all. At least not at Bed Wars.
No,
not obviously, no.
This all supports, like, I guess you guys probably have the same belief, but my personal theory about him, which is that he wasn't a Minecraft player, or at least a Bed Wars player that decided to make a YouTube series on it. He was primarily someone who wanted to get into YouTube and arbitrarily chose Minecraft, which he wasn't really serious about. And that's why it was never going to last, because he was never going to satisfy himself with any sort of change. It was always going to remain the same because he was never going to get better. He wasn't willing to get into the whole buying a nice mouse, a trackpad, and sorting things out in that way, and then learning how to get better through
Which
like
is
YouTube tutorials or whatever. He seemed like a genuine, just happy guy that was playing a game he liked, rather than some grumpy sweat who knew everything but was also kind of a bit arrogant, but also like a realist in terms of they didn't think too highly of himself. For Donny, it just felt like he wasn't playing it to get better or anything, and he wasn't like overly concerned about sweating. He just wanted to have fun, and that was what was fun about it.
But I
But
personally
obviously,
believe that all of that is fake, and the only reason why he's like that is he was copying the most popular Bed Wars YouTuber at the time and currently probably Wally Bear.
yeah, Wally Bear, yeah.
Which is that because that's exactly how he'd go about it. He'd always be smiling and stuff. Like, but even then, I mean, once again, Wally Bear would show weakness, but Donny would never. He'd be not stone faced, I guess. Like, but he'd always be like smiling and like.
See, my take on that is that he saw a popular YouTuber, and yes, he copied them, but the reason he copied Wally Bear in particular was because his thinking was, oh, I can actually have fun doing that, and I can get popular and be paid. So I think it wasn't like fully fake that he was having a fun time or anything necessarily, at least not all the time, but rather he chose a thing to imitate because he thought it would be,
because it was like
it would be
lined
fun
up with his personality more than like other things would be.
Yeah.
But then again, it is also the most popular one. He put a lot of effort into his average Bed Wars video, about quote unquote 8 hours.
Supposedly.
But I feel like it's easier to edit 8 hours of Bed Wars where you're deleting the games you lost and then just editing the ones that you won, rather than like 8 hours with dispersed work in a survival world.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, quite tragic that quite tragic like what he did, I guess. Like he was there was definitely some trying, I feel like. Whether his motivations were good, like well founded, I guess, because there was always been a fame and greed thing about him.
I don't know if I agree with this whole criticism of him as being like overly greedy or fame hungry, because to me at least it's like, I think it's fair enough to have an ambition to want to become successful online, and that's clearly his ambition, and he's tried different things and failed at them. And I think we can like criticize him by saying, oh, he should have stuck with it and done this or that, but putting aside the fact that maybe it's his own like incompetency that has failed him in whatever projects he's done, I feel like him coming back and trying some scummy thing, like, we'll get onto this later, but Reddit AI stories and things like that, that to me doesn't suggest someone who's like crippled by his greed or anything. That just suggests to me someone who has an ambition in something, and it's more like his standards and his self-shame that's lacking in some of the things he'll do.
Fallen off. Well, yeah, I mean that's what I mean by my statement. Like he's no longer. I don't think he's any longer motivated by the love of the things he's doing, really. Like he's not like, because like, as you were saying earlier, I think he does enjoy Minecraft. He does enjoy Fortnite. He probably enjoyed Roblox. I mean, maybe. And I'm sure he like enjoys Reddit stories and watching YouTube shorts. I mean, he's quite. But I don't. But those two things, like, I don't think the Reddit stories and thing. It's not really him anymore, is it?
I think it's his fault, but I don't think the problem actually lies with DonnyD. I think like he likes Reddit stories, so he tried to do Reddit stories. He likes Roblox, so he changed from Bed Wars to Roblox. I think he's followed the things he likes over the years, and obviously people's like preferences change, so you might want to stop doing Minecraft and do Roblox. And I think DonnyD's problem is that he's had the same audience, so he's fallen off completely when he's changed. And really the problem is with his audience not changing, and that's not the audience's fault. That's his fault for not being like, oh, I need to start afresh. Oh, I'll just use the views off my old thing. Well, your community's going to die, and then you're going to be pushed away by the algorithm.
I mean, that's one thing that I don't like. That's the one thing that rubs me the wrong way, right? In his videos, in his Bedwars videos, he'd always get back up. He'd always like keep going, right? He'd always persevere in his solo Bedwars. But now he completely gave up, right? On his Minecraft dreams, I guess he's deleted everything.
Yeah.
So that's like almost a contradiction, right? Like because it's not what he was presenting.
It's not because he got hit hard. It's just, I think, because he got bored of Minecraft.
Yeah, but
and
I
wouldn't
really delete everything.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I
think it makes sense.
I mean, it's up to him, obviously, but I don't know if he found something embarrassing in the content.
I think that might be what it is.
No, I don't think that is it, because
none of his new content is less embarrassing. Like, why would he delete his Minecraft channel if he finds it too embarrassing? But then create even more embarrassing content afterwards.
Because
exactly. Yeah.
What more embarrassing content?
Well, he half deleted his channel. He privated all the videos, the Minecraft videos, to go to Roblox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roblox is more embarrassing, and I'd say also, like, the shorts he's doing at the moment with what is it? Epic viral shorts.
Yeah. But that's not linked to him though.
That's even more embarrassing.
There's definitely a disconnect there.
But you can't.
And same with Reddit.
Epic viral shorts is just a reanimated corpse of the DonnyD channel, smoldering around, maggots in its eyes, bumbling about latest trends. Okay, that's not DonnyD. There's no human behind that channel.
Yeah, and you can't see him. For example, if you see him in person, you won't automatically link that to Epic Viral Shorts. If
you're right.
So that's the difference. He can do whatever he likes on Epic Viral Shorts. It's the ones where he's got his face cam and voice on it that matter.
So I suppose so. So it might have been embarrassment as to why he deleted everything.
I don't think.
Why don't you think it could be embarrassment?
Because that's like if he was. I mean, I guess he never had much shame. Which is a good thing. That's a quality I like.
I know, but that's the way he comes across, right? And like, we don't actually know him, so.
No, but like the actions he's also
disconnected.
hidden from humanity also comes across that way, in my opinion.
Right.
So like both public and more private actions. Like, for example, the reason we know he had a Fortnite thing is because we found an old Reddit post that used one of his names. And that was him advertising on the Reddit about his YouTube channel.
Yes.
And that's how we know his YouTube channel. Like,
that's right.
I think
but it was the revelation that didn't work that led to him deleting his channel, and maybe a lot of his, like, what you class as shameless behavior is him genuinely thinking like no one knows, and then once it became clear to him, like, oh yeah, people actually know what I'm doing, know about my shameless behavior, suddenly he's trying to delete everything.
But the thing is, right, what's really like two-faced about it is he said he'd unprivate the videos one day.
I think he was thinking.
Don't worry, I poured salt in my eye.
What? How did you pour salt in your eye?
So I have this Pringles can that's really salty. It's got salt on it, and I was crushing it in my hands, like facing it, and it. I guess it was a pour. It flinged salt into my eyes. Anyway, continue.
I've lost my train of thought. And I was gonna say, like, I think when he said to people, "Oh, unlist them," he was just trying to be like, he was just trying to bide time until people forgot. like, yeah, that's I'm not debating it's two-faced, but I think that, like, I think that was his intentions, right, from the
You're
get-go.
saying his intentions from the beginning were to delete everything.
Yeah, or just like keep it hidden, like keep it privated forever. But once he realized people were on the ball about it, and maybe he realized people could still access videos, he deleted them for good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
One thing is, he's not like bad on paper for deleting all his content and stuff. Like that's perfectly fine. The thing I have an issue with, because it's his content, right? The thing I had an issue is he did say that he would unlist it and then he didn't. So like that's the main issue here, right? It's not that he deleted all his videos,
Yeah.
right? He has every right to do that. And I mean, it's honestly a bit respectable. I respect him for like going all out and clicking the red button
Yeah.
and nuking his channel, turning it into.
Yeah.
But but at the same time, I also don't respect the fact that in the crater of that nuke, spawned a parasitic monster that is epic viral short. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
epic viral shorts is horrific. It's an AI. I mean, it is like just laziness, right? It's just I
it's
can get
laziness and
money
greed, and it's and what's what and
out
like
of this.
and like content thievery. Not even content. Well, like fundamentally, right? A lot of the stuff he's uploading, from what I can tell, isn't even like proper content, right? It's like made by just random people. It's viral videos, right?
Yeah.
Which I almost it's like about as bad as content thievery for me, maybe slightly less worse though, right? Because or worse depending on how you think of it. Because the people who are making those videos, right, they're not proper YouTubers, right? So they can't. Generally, it's like once again viral short, like that's you get 1 to 10 million views, right? And then that's it for your channel, right?
Yeah.
And you don't get monetization from that, right? You don't that's not enough to get
No.
YouTube monetized. At the very least, you won't. Even if you do get monetized, you won't be making money from that. I'm sure. So either you continue snowballing,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
thing with what his channel is doing is it's taking those videos and then moving it to a monetized channel, so he gets all the benefits of it,
Yeah.
like none of the work. I think that's pretty bad in my opinion, because a lot of those videos are like homegrown, right? It's like not.
Yeah. It is like a scummy thing to do, really, in a way. But it's also you could also see it from a different angle. It's like gaming the system.
It is getting into the system. I respect that.
I mean,
It's difficult to make money
you
sometimes,
could be like
and
a
you need money.
salesperson, right? And describe it as like, instead of him being scummy and stealing other people's contents because he's able to make money from it, you could instead say that he is moving content through the internet to different areas so different people can enjoy it. And because of his previous work, he is able to be paid for it. But that's just like, obviously
I mean,
that's
there's
just
an
like,
asterisk on the end there, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
there is.
Quite a big one.
In fact, probably a few asterisks, you could say.
yeah, I think it's a bit it's a diabolical action. But at the same time, like it's if you need money, I feel like also something strange is he's actually stopped uploading. I think
Yes.
maybe he just genuinely just needed like 100 to 1,000 quid. He set up this YouTube channel, got it, and now he stopped doing it. Like if that was the case, that's like
What you mean?
basically
He set up the bed wars to get the money, but I don't think he needed extra money and did it
he
because it
he
wasn't an
treated
efficient way to make money.
he treated it like an investment though, right? Like he
Yeah,
put money into
no,
Yeah.
advertising.
but I don't think it was a short-term thing. I think it
No.
was definitely him intending for it to become something,
Yeah.
because not only does he get money out of it, but now he's a cool, famous YouTuber. And then
Yeah.
it wasn't working out. He wasn't like continuously growing and becoming viral, and he also was getting bored of it, so he stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
do think Epic Shorts is like a money grab though.
it is, right? But
Yes.
I think it might be. It depends, right? Because right now, either he's going through like copyright strikes, which is why he's not uploading new videos, or he's made the money he wanted to grab and he's stopping for
Yeah.
that. Which I don't really see any other reason why he stopped uploading. I mean, it might be the shame again, perhaps, but
Yeah. I mean, there's a chance that he's got multiple accounts, right? And he just
yeah, he probably does. Let's be real. Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him.
We can't really check if he's been copyright struck, can we?
No, we can't. We can't. Let's get back. Let's get back on topic because we're talking about a lot of modern stuff, right? But we're not really
Yes.
explaining the like ins and outs of, I guess, the original DonnyD. So let me ask this question. What was the golden age of DonnyD like?
I had that question word for word.
Oh yeah, it's a good question, right? Well, I
Yes.
mean, why don't do you want to answer first?
Griffygrog is primed to answer this question.
This is his
Alright.
this is his turn.
So, I would say that the golden age of DonnyD, well, first of all, it was around maybe January 2022, I think. So, about a year into his career, and it sort of fizzled out over the next few months. But around that period, there were, I think, weekly-ish videos of bed wars,
Yeah.
and sort of random other ones strewn around the place. I think maybe around that time he was doing Minecraft Fail Monday as well.
That was a very early
Weekly.
warning sign that he was past stealing content, wasn't it?
Yes,
Perhaps.
it was particularly bad. He basically made a reaction video to, what's that channel called? Is it Minecraft Royale?
Oh,
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So a really obnoxious, annoying channel, and then he just sat there and laughed about it.
I'm gonna have to agree with Grumpman on that one, but on the idea that DonnyD is sometimes like very fake, because there's no way he was finding that video funny.
You'd like to think so,
Like-
yes.
Like I just struggle. Like certain aspects, I will believe. Like, yes, DonnyD was having loads of fun in his Bed Wars videos, but that video, man, like, it is literally background content designed for children. I just can't see
Yeah.
anyone, like even past the age of 12, enjoying that.
Is his channel not designed for under 12s?
Yeah, potentially, but I'm more commenting on DonnyD's act.
Grown man. Well, yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. Like, he is also going for the 12-year-olds, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds
Yeah, oh,
bad.
for sure.
But, I mean, like in terms of like his audience, he wants that kind of audience because that's like the ones that make the most money. That's kind of the ones
It's the
that
big audience out there
get fame.
for that
Anyway,
place.
I was gonna make a point about Dream, but I'll do that later. Griffygrog, continue
Dream.
explaining the golden age.
Yeah, so despite what we've just been saying, that was the golden age. So back in the day, there would be a new one, I think on Fridays or something. It might not be. So we just get to sit and watch that. And it was a regular thing.
We? You mean you?
No, you were there.
I mean, yeah, I was there. I was
You'd watch it with him.
on the videos.
Yeah.
You'd hate on the videos with Griffygrog, and I would be across the table from you.
Yes. That's
To be
right.
fair, was the golden age Minecraft mob smash or pass?
I think honestly,
earlier.
DonnyD's golden age must have been like the Minecraft videos primarily.
Yeah,
Things like
unironically,
things like Lemon Special.
Yeah, unironically, that's it, right? But
I don't
was
think so.
Minecraft Smash or Pass? Would you say that's part of it? Because that was when he was traveling more into the
depends.
shorts area, wasn't it?
I think he peaked in January 2022. I think what we're talking about started around June, July 2021, and then went up until around March 22. So yes, I think that was in that time period, and we should count it as part of the golden age.
To be fair, I really liked his Minecraft random item wheel thing. That was actually a really creative idea. I don't know if he stole that from someone. I mean, I googled it and I couldn't find it at the time.
Well,
I can do that now.
we know that
Anyway,
he entered all the items in manually, which is rather amusing.
Yeah. Anyway, continue explaining the Golden Age then. Griffygrog. What were the best videos from the Golden Age, would you say?
Yeah, so there are just a bunch of really high quality Bed Wars videos. So back in the beginning, there were some standard ones like him supposedly getting good at Bed Wars, although there was no improvement. But then later on, he started doing more unique ones. So early on, there was the Lemon Special, which is a
classic.
Yes, a tragedy. We've lost all of that. Things like the Marshmallow Special, the Knockback Stick Special. What was the Cobweb video called originally?
I'm stuck in the cobweb.
Is that the title?
What, that one?
Yeah.
Bed Wars, but I'm stuck in the cobweb.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so things like that. Like he did slight variations, unique stuff, or just fun videos where he said some random stupid sentence mid-video and then decided to name the entire thing after that.
It was I got stuck in a cobweb Minecraft Bed Wars. That was his thing.
Yeah, because of course stuck in the cobweb as a phrase only became famous as a result of that.
In talking about DonnyD's golden age, we kind of have to reference like a pre-botting age as well. When he was like genuinely, he was genuinely climbing in terms of subscribers without botting.
Or at least pre-advertisement.
Yeah, it was all the advertisement stuff that actually gave him that following though. Even if it wasn't botting explicitly, it was never organic growth.
But I feel like, well, yeah, but to some degree, I think it's way more organic to advertise something and people actually click through to it and then actually end up subscribing than just botting, which is completely fake.
Agreed.
Technoblade, advertised, but that was like that was ages ago. That was like literally maybe even 10 years ago at this point, and he was doing it like 2 or 3 years ago.
And I feel like that, as opposed to just waiting until you get lucky with the algorithm, is like not even. That's not even like something to look down upon. That's just like, if you have ambitions with a YouTube channel, that's like fair enough.
I thought I once got his advertisement and I was like mortified, because I guess it's just like as a concept, like clicking on a Bed Wars video, because like he's the only channel I've ever seen that's done that. Like genuinely,
I've seen other channels do it. I've seen at least one other channel do it, and I didn't click through to it. It was a kid doing it.
All right,
I didn't know if they made it.
But
yeah.
I that's the only time I've ever seen that, and to this day, I don't think I've seen someone advertise their channel.
No, it's very rare.
But I wonder if it was quite expensive when he did it, and that's why he stopped doing it.
It is very expensive.
It is expensive, yeah. But also, Google, they might not have it anymore, but they used to have this deal where like it might have been like it was basically you got good value advertisement for like the first £1,000 you spent or something. On advertising, it was like it was yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he probably didn't make a profit overall though from the channel as a result of that extreme expense at the start.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's an insight into the effect of profit, right? But
Still the golden age that time.
Yeah,
it was fairly near the beginning. He sort of reached his peak around a year after, and already by then the signs were showing.
And then he couldn't keep up really, or was it that he wanted a change in his content? Maybe he saw the fact that Bed Wars was dying off at that point, I guess. Like because Bed Wars has been on a downward spiral for a long time now, I think.
Yeah.
A long while.
Yeah. No, I think he did actually come in kind of at the last moments of Bed Wars.
He did. That's like one of the funny things about like because Bed Wars really popped off in the pandemic, right? And then
Yeah.
he started doing it like after the pandemic when like all the things starting to get lifted and stuff.
And the thing is, like, Bed Wars was a thing before the pandemic, but like it blew up on the mainstream during the pandemic, and then he would have discovered it a few years. But if you think it's not that ridiculous, as DonnyD being someone who doesn't know much about Bed Wars, it would seem he probably didn't realize the state of the community. He just sees a really popular, successful community, and he's like,
Yeah.
I want in. So he does. He actually kind of does it well, but he just doesn't realize he's at the tail end of it.
Mhm.
And also, like, I'm sure in other communities similar things happen, and
Yeah, I'm sure.
and a community dies down after a boom, but it doesn't like fully go away. Like Bed Wars
Yeah.
existed before the
It's-
pandemic,
Mhm.
and
And
but
it exists now. It's just like a fizzling ember of what it once was. And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's many more communities like that, and many more DonnyDs out there. There's
yeah,
just a natural thing of the internet, I guess, of YouTube landscape.
mm.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, Donny. Right.
I have a question.
Yeah, give us a question for a while.
What sort of merchandising would be best for DonnyD?
I think chocolate and
What
burger
makes
would
you
be my
say
thing.
chocolate and burger to imitate Mr. Beast?
To imitate Mr. Beast exactly, yeah. He would do that.
Honestly, I don't have an answer to my own question, to be honest.
You just wanted to know our opinions.
Yeah,
I mean,
I thought
I feel like you'll
I
just go
thought-
for the generic
yeah.
YouTuber stuff, right? Just overpriced.
Another big one is
That shit sucks.
plushies. Like all the American YouTubers are always going on about like, I've got a new plushie out.
Yeah, I think his would look good. It's YouTube, isn't it?
Are you choosers plushies of the YouTubers?
They are, aren't they?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were I'm thinking of something else then. I'm thinking of like you know how there's like you get those plastic figurines of like a bunch
Yeah.
of figures.
Oh,
What are
like
those?
fictional ones. You mean
Yeah, fictional ones and YouTubers and everything in between.
I've not
yeah.
seen YouTubers, but are you talking about what's it called? Pop vinyls, I think they're called.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
The ones with bobbly heads.
Yeah, those ones. And
Yeah, the ugly
you keep them
ones.
in their plastic box. 'Cause,
So many people seem to love those. I don't get it.
yeah, it's kind of like it's a collector's item, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like
but they look awful in my opinion.
well, some people might like the simplistic art style. You know, Jellycat.
Yeah, true.
I hate Jellycat. It's
What's
a terrible
Jellycat?
company. It's a plush company that makes like the most generic, boring, soft toys ever, and then they
Oh,
sell
right.
it for like a 10 times rate of what it's like actually it's probably worth.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
terrible. Is it? Back to DonnyD. Back to DonnyD. Yeah. Okay. Griffygrog. What does it
Yes.
mean to be a DonnyD fan? 'Cause you're an expert on that, right?
How many? You seem to have all of my questions written down. Can you see?
Well, I said that question
great.
first. Like
Yeah, that was one of the questions you said you
that was one of
supposed
my
earlier, wasn't it?
example questions.
Yeah, that's probably what you wrote it down.
I told you to write down questions.
That must have been how I came up with it so quickly then. Okay. my extension question that's also relevant to this answer is, how many DonnyD fans are there? And it's sort of the same question. Because how are we defining it? So, for example, a bot isn't a DonnyD fan. But
True.
we don't know how many aren't bots.
I think a human, which enjoys DonnyD content.
Are there any?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I guess there's no DonnyD content left. So,
I'm gonna
by that definition, The only fans left are us.
Okay, well, should we talk about the Discord server?
Yeah,
Yeah, you could talk
I
about
think
the
so.
Discord server for a bit.
So there was a DonnyD Discord server created fairly soon after he started, and he had a bunch of mods who are basically mostly 13-year-olds who he just, well,
He ran.
yeah,
Essentially, he
let them
ruled
control
over them.
stuff. No, that's painting it very unfairly. He was very absent from the server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were very present on the server.
Yes. There are, let me just count them, 11 people in the DonnyD Discord server, because during the huge purge where he deleted all the content, he also deleted the DonnyD Discord server to continue to hide all the evidence, among other reasons, it seems. So they had to make a new one recently, and they've only got 11 people, mostly consisting of his original mods. Many people will still know of him, but they will have, when he quit, they probably lost interest and moved on, and didn't fixate over him for 2 years.
Yes.
Afterwards.
And this is what DonnyD wanted.
Yes. Hence why
What do you mean?
Well, if you delete the Discord server, obviously you don't want the community to exist anymore.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, if you delete all your videos as well.
Yes. Of course, it's always been a cesspit. I'm just reading through it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I wasn't.
It was a strange place.
Give us some fun quotes, Griffygrog. Give us some fun quotes.
Some fun quotes here. Okay,
Yeah.
I can't say a few of them.
Right. I personally, I do not like calling myself a DonnyD fan. I feel like I'm more of a critic.
Yes.
But most critics are fans, so I mean that's to an extent. I would never buy his merch for myself. I would never. Openly support him. I don't think I've ever subscribed to his channel. Any of them. And to this point, I feel like I am the biggest DonnyD hater currently in existence, because I am the only one. I mean, maybe for a while you have a negative connotation, but I feel like I have the strongest. And hate, I use hate sounds strong, but it's not. I don't.
You're
like,
always calling him
despicable.
despicable.
Yeah, despicable. Exactly. I'm not. I'm not out to get him. But if the topic of DonnyD comes up, then I will say a few choice words about him, because I think his actions are quite.
Yeah, they're not good, are they?
Some of them are good, and then some of them are bad, and then the bad really stands out for me, and I can't approve, and I think he could have done better, without a doubt. Yeah. So that's kind of say. I probably am a DonnyD fan, but I'm not. I don't wear that title with pride. I do not.
No,
I do not like him.
I would say I'm not a fan of DonnyD, and I'm mostly drawn into DonnyD because of friends with interests have interest in DonnyD.
Oh,
but I'm not really interested in DonnyD.
Griffygrog just sent me. I actually follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
I guess that's wrong.
I guess you're a massive fan.
I guess I'm the biggest DonnyD fan.
Yeah, even I don't follow him on Instagram.
Do you not?
Yeah.
I need to unfollow him on Instagram.
No, I think you should stay followed.
Yeah, no. It's not like he's going to send you any stuff that's going to clog up your content, is it?
Exactly. That's probably how you've let it go on this long.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. I'm just one of his bot followers.
Exactly.
I'm not. Anyway, yeah. Fine. So I was talking more about YouTube channels, though. I haven't subscribed to him on the YouTube channels, but yes, apparently I do follow him on the Instagram, which I will be unfollowing after the podcast. Yes.
Well, it depends about if we're fans. I mean, I think it's fair to say that if we got a Lemon Special sequel, we'd all enjoy it. But I think at this point it's more just we're studying him rather than enjoying his content.
I think that's exactly it, right? Because I would genuinely say that I'm a fan of his past content that we've lost, but I
Yes.
just don't like
See,
anything he's done since.
No.
I'm a fan of criticizing his past content. Like, hate watching it because for me personally, I think it's he at the very least he's not like he's not making anything revolutionary, and he's not like he doesn't play the games well. Like particularly Bed Wars, he has no game sense. He doesn't he has never shown any improvement other than maybe winning one out of a game out of 8 hours worth of games rather than 0.
Yeah.
And I feel like he also was hiding a lot of like he was very solitary in the way he played. Yeah, because like he kept the controller a secret. I'm not sure if that's because he would have gotten criticism and he knows it, or because I mean that's almost certainly it. But also, once again, he never played with anyone else. Like he never collaborated. He never played with his audience, right? Like
No, but I feel like it's not often. It's not like
I know, but for someone who's
crazy
like
often people play with their audience. It's more like the fact that he was unable to network and reach out and realize that's a big part of the YouTube game, especially with Minecraft.
But
I mean, even if that is the case, I feel like if he played with his audience, like that wouldn't matter, right? Because it just makes like if you're ever for a teamwork game like Bed Wars, if you are ever dry of content, you can just play with your fans. Like it's not.
I wonder how he got into Minecraft Bed Wars in the first place, because he clearly didn't play with his friends ever.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of his friends were into it.
Yeah, and he always did solo, didn't he?
Yeah,
Really?
and he did have friends that he's played Fortnite with and uploaded clips from. So why wouldn't he have done that with the Bed Wars thing? I don't know. It just
he might have been trying to copy Wally Bear. I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems to me like he very obviously missed a trick with collaboration.
Maybe he saw Wally Bear content and he was like, this seems really easy to make. I could make this. And that's why he started copying it, perhaps? Although I don't know, maybe that paints him in a bit more shallow of a light, because I feel like he's very old to the internet, right? Relatively so. And like he definitely watched all of these original Minecraft YouTubers like PewDiePie and the rest of them. And that like is reflected in his survival series, his hardcore survival series, right? Like that's a very old Minecraft player thing to do, right? Like these days it's all about like servers and plot lines and stuff, but originally it was like it was survival series. That's what it was. That was the best Minecraft content out there. So I feel like that's why he started his survival series, because back when he was watching YouTube, that's what was popular. And maybe he realized that this isn't really going anywhere, so he started doing the Bed Wars videos instead. Like he just looked at like what was the most popular part of Minecraft, right? Like subsection of Minecraft. What was the most popular? And at the time it was Bed Wars, I guess, because it was just post COVID and stuff, or it was one of the most popular. And he was like, he didn't have the connections, or maybe he didn't have the friends to do the like role playing server, which was also really popular at the time, right?
I still think our offer to play with him was pretty good, because he would have won all of his games, and it would have
I think
been,
he was probably also trying to be cautious of playing with people we didn't know, less so, but more like children he didn't know, and the reputation of Minecraft
Yeah,
YouTubers.
that's
I
very
get that.
valid actually.
Although things have got
Especially
worse.
since
Like, there's a
his
bit.
audience was just practically young,
Yeah.
like teenagers at best.
Although, like, I
Yeah.
think there's a distinction between. I guess, yeah. You know what? That's a really good point because I've been saying, like, why didn't he just never collaborate with anyone in his comment
Yeah.
section? It's probably because they're all 10-year-olds, and he also assumed Griffygrog was also a 10-year-old. And like it's like obviously if you're like streaming or doing something like that, it's a lot easier because they can just because like you don't have to like organize it, right? Because of like time
Yeah.
zones and stuff, right? Like he would
Yeah.
have to like message them on Discord or like do or some sort of social media and get them to like thing. And I think having that boundary, which he kept, is really good. Actually, it's quite admirable. But at the same time, like I feel once again, I feel like he did need to collaborate. He did need to like reach out and play with fans. He never tried
Yeah.
a Bed Wars stream. I don't think. Did
This
he
is
ever
what I'm
try a Bed
talking
Wars
about.
stream, Griffy
Yeah.
Grog?
Rebel stream. Okay. Yeah. So there was a stream on, I believe, the. Okay. I'll just quickly check. So basically, the last time he ever played Bed Wars was on a stream.
All right.
And so I had assumed for a long time that the reason he never did any Bed Wars streams is because he cheated. Which is
Right.
something we haven't actually brought up. The allegation
Oh
that he
yeah,
might be
the
auto-clicking.
allegation. Ooh, that's
Ooh. Of
Yeah.
cheating in Bed Wars.
So-
Oh no.
we might have to save that for a different episode. Though
Yes.
it's going.
At least an in-depth
Drag it on.
discussion of it.
Yeah. So it seemed like that was why he wasn't going to be making any double streams, and then he basically got badgered into doing it on one of his last streams. It was the 31st of July 2022, which is what I thought it was, unfortunately. And yeah, so he briefly played Bed Wars. We've since lost the clip.
Yeah. We've lost most of the clips. We've got random item speedrun.
We have some random data as well about the clips, but we don't have
Yeah.
the clips themselves. But yeah, so that was the only time, and he lost all his games because, of course, he did. He was playing terribly. It was actually painful to watch, because I watched it live.
See, this, exactly, like he's not good at Bed Wars, man. Why did he try and be a Bed Wars YouTuber if he wasn't good at Bed Wars?
But the thing, I guess, in my opinion,
And not collaborate.
he became he got YouTube rank because he got 30K.
He did.
He had some negotiating power if he tried to get into the DMs of some of these like bigger YouTubers to then be coached. They could have
Bed Wars community YouTubers, they would kill to get a YouTube rank because none of them can get popular enough.
And like at the time, I know people like Wally Bear were dying off, but a YouTube series where you coach a new player who's awful at the game would actually kind of be really good, in my opinion.
Isn't that what Wally Bear's doing right now? Like, I might be.
I don't know. I'm not. I haven't kept up, but maybe that would be cool.
I'll research that. Let's you guys talk.
But yeah, I think like networking wise, a lot of people who have blown up in the community literally just pestered famous people in the community for ages in DMs.
That's what
until they got the right. He pestered famous YouTubers in DMs.
He did, yes. Notably Pixel Riffs, for example. Pixel Riffs kindly responded. I think he tried to get on Hermitcraft.
Oh right.
Among other things. That's all on Twitter, so we still actually have that data, but I don't have it to hand. I'd have to look for it. But yeah, I know for a fact he pestered Pixel Riffs for a bit.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Here's something. I carried the worst team in Minecraft Bed Wars, and that was uploaded 3 months ago by Wally Bear. And also the most chaotic proximity Bed Wars team, which is like not the exact same people, I don't think, but like it looks like them. And it's like a bunch of newer YouTubers, like
okay,
like a pickle guy and
See if I can find
I know those guys.
smiley face guy, and like
the pickle guy. Pickle Guy is popular because his mic is really bad, so it just always sounds awful
How's that happen?
and overly loud. But he's also kind of funny. And then the other guys are just kind of blew up alongside him because they were doing loads of trends. Essentially, I think they mainly blew up through YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I think they're
And then
mainly
somehow,
short people. Yeah.
and then once they got that fame, I think them obviously like pestering Wally Bear or maybe having a connection somehow.
Yeah, I
got
don't think
through to Wally Bear and he jumped on it. Well, yeah, I say pestering, like I don't mean it too negatively, but like I know from research I've done in the past, people like Tommy Innit were like ignored for months by some of the people they ended up working with.
Yeah.
So it's something that people do, and
I guess it works. Yeah. Although
I know a lot of people.
Tommy is a child, isn't? Was a child.
Yeah, and that's partly why he was ignored for so long, and it's also partly why he was picked up by the sorts of people that picked him up. Originally.
I found the tweets I was talking about. I could read them out if you want.
Go on then.
Okay.
Right, first one is from Mapic. I want to invite my dad to Lifesteal for a vid. Should I? And he did a poll, and then Donny says, "Why not invite me to the server?" Right, next one.
Nice try, Donny.
Nashcrafter. Half a stack of craters. Don't miss December the 1st. Let me in. From DonnyD.
But that's yeah.
There's Nashcrafter. We should do a collab. How about a Minecraft mod? Infamous JJ77. I should definitely join the most brutal SMP. Earthbound SMP. I should definitely be on the Earth SMP. My subs would love it, and I would feel like Napoleon. Bloody hell. Mythical Sausage. Gemini Tay. MC, LD Shadow Lady, Fail Whip, Pixel Riff, Smallish Beans, Pearlescent Moon. I want to join the Empire's SMP. I got 30k subs. Can you let me know how I can join? And Pixel Riff said, we aren't looking for new members. 12 was the max, and the series is probably wrapping up when 118 arrives. Keep up the good work, though. So, and then yeah, Donny said, thanks for replying. Appreciated it. Keep me in mind when 1.18 starts. For now, have a
That's
great
so
day.
good.
Yeah,
that's so good.
It's just so
okay, so he did
aggressive.
try networking, I guess.
Yeah, so he did. I guess he.
I
guess if he'd have stuck around for long enough, he might have actually found someone. Maybe not someone as big as like Hermitcraft YouTuber, but he might have actually made it somewhat further.
Yeah.
With enough consistency, like a few years, and in a community, I guess that would last that long as well.
Of course, his only ever collab was with Daydreamer, who ceased to exist.
How did that happen? I don't understand. I don't understand how that happened.
I know it is it's an enigma to me as well. I don't really get where he came from, and why he just suddenly quit as soon as he did a collab with Donny. I mean, kind of fitting, isn't it? But
I mean, that kind of makes sense to be honest. Oh, that brings me back to the point where Donny did also try and emulate Dream, didn't he?
Yes.
He did that. He did like He did. You know what's really weird, actually? Do you remember that? Do you remember that lava rise video he made?
The one where he punched a llama off a cliff.
Yeah, but why would you do that alone? Like,
it is missing the point of why people do those sorts of videos, isn't it?
It's like, what? I don't.
Yeah, because there was no end goal, was there?
There's nothing, right? There's like, I'm just in a world and lava is rising, and eventually it will reach the surface
and I'll die.
No, sorry. Thinking about Dream-related videos he'd done. Obviously, there's the Dream MLG water bucket ones, and also the Daydreamer collab as well. And that one's kind of like not really Dream, but like that kind of group. There was a lava rise phase, I think, or at least like that's like one of the mini games I could see them.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of surprised Dream never did a lava rise actually, because it is kind of up his alley.
Why are we talking about Dream?
Or was? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Yeah, I know.
I know. Like that lava rise video. That's so miserable. Like,
Yeah. It's just so Donny though,
you know
isn't
what? I want to do a Lava Rise video.
it? What, just a
I mean,
solo one?
Yeah, just
you
me. Like,
could make a video out of it, but he didn't. He didn't. I don't think he actually understood what he was doing whenever he was making. Like when he was
No.
copying Wally Bear, I don't think he knew what he was copying. He was just copying it, and that shows with the Lava Rise, right? He didn't understand how a video becomes successful.
yeah,
So
he just saw a
there was
trend.
nothing. There was nothing to it, but he still went in for it without any hook or like cool thing that could happen.
Yeah.
And that's kind
Yeah,
of
and I
Donny
think
D all over, like you said.
that's why I think he's that's why I think his Minecraft stuff never really took off too much. I think his primary issues, the primary issues with DonnyD in the golden age at least, was collaboration, and the type of content he was doing, right? Because
Yeah,
his Bed Wars videos, they were entertaining because of his personality, right? Imagine
yeah,
if he was like actually good at Bed Wars. Like
yeah,
that, he'd probably genuinely be successful. Or he played a different game that was like quite popular at the time.
yeah.
Like imagine if he got into the Killcraft SMP or something like that.
Like
Like or
I'm
whatever
confused.
Lifesteal
Why
is in it.
didn't he make Fortnite videos in the same way he did Bed Wars? That would actually be successful because of the audience was still large at the
Yeah.
time. Like obviously it was a dead game by then, like in terms of
Yeah, but
pop
he should.
culture, but it was
If
bigger than
DonnyD
it ever
came
was
back
at that
as a
point.
Lego
It was
Fortnite YouTuber, like that could happen. Like,
yeah, and he would do well because
mhm. I don't
yeah.
know. I
So
feel like it's because, in my opinion, it might have been how he saw Fortnite, right? It's kind of like how we
yeah,
see Bed Wars, right? We don't have Donny's perspective on Bed Wars, right? We can try and think about how he thinks of it, but like we're kind of at this point we've played it for too long, and like
yeah,
we know we've kind of got like what in our minds like
yeah,
what good is, right? And like what makes I mean I guess like what is good Bed Wars, and he's probably got that for Fortnite as well, right?
yeah,
And his Fortnite is not, in his opinion, like, or rather his Fortnite videos are what he thinks is good Fortnite rather than what actually is good Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, you think his shorts were good? For he thought were good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think because like he
Really?
like
I
yeah
don't think
yeah
he's that stupid,
he
and I
put
don't think it's a
he
different
put
like
voiceovers over
perspective.
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
and then
Oh,
he
did he?
tried to
Oh,
frame
okay,
the
fair enough.
voiceovers.
yeah,
He tried
Okay,
to
fair
frame
enough.
the voiceovers as if he was doing it in game.
yeah. It was very obvious. We worked it out, didn't we? Because you could
Yeah, we
hear.
did.
I can't remember what it was that made it so obvious, but
Yeah,
there was some way we worked it out.
yeah. I think it might have been
Just
it
like
might there was definitely one where his friend was talking in the background.
That's right. Yeah, it was
yeah,
it was
And then
absurd. I
like
think.
and also the voiceover, and it was like completely different mic differences. I think if you listened really closely, you could hear like almost like background air noise. You know, when you sometimes get that with mics, you could hear that cutting in and out as he talked in the voiceover.
Yes.
I think that might have been what confirmed it in my eyes. I can't. I mean, the video's gone now, so we can't say, but it was pretty obvious he was doing voiceovers in those Fortnite videos. Yeah. So yeah, I think he thought those were good Fortnite videos, even though like they obviously weren't. Like
yeah.
maybe that's I think that's the lesson we
That's a
should
good.
end
That is a
on.
good point.
Like just you should not, if even if you have an idea of what your content should be and what what is good content, that is your idea, and you always need to be open to what your audience and other people think is better content and like actually good. And I think that was an
Maybe.
issue with DonnyD because he would never he his content kind of never evolved, did it? Like, if you think about it,
There
it
was-
never evolved. It
yeah.
just changed. He just moved to a different form, right?
Yeah, I'd agree.
He never really added too much. The most he added to was Bed Wars, and that was his best content. Like the most he added to was in his Bed Wars videos, where he did the Bed Wars Lemon special, and the Bed Wars Marshmallow special, and the Knockback 6 special. You know, like that's
Yeah.
I feel like that was the most he transformed the content, and that was his best content. And then he stopped, rather he didn't stop, but he moved on. And I think what he should have done is he could either, when he moved on, he shouldn't have kept moving on and moving on and moving on. He should have stuck with it and tried to transform rather than just be making static content.
I think that's what you see YouTubers doing, and like reinventing themselves, rather than with DonnyD and him just trying to move on at every opportunity, which is fair enough, but it's not going to be successful. Like I think some of the like scammier stuff that he's done that we'll get onto in other episodes, it is like scummy, but a lot of the stuff he's done with like deleting videos and stuff, I don't really think is. I think that's just him, like, but I think we can criticize it from the side of like that was a bad business decision. But I think it's like valid that he wanted to do that at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a valid thing. I wish he'd been a bit more honest about it as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like I wanted his videos so I could mock them. So I guess like, he should really care what I think at all, and rightfully so. So yeah, I honestly. Yeah, it's his videos, his choice. So, yeah, I respect that. Yeah. All right, Griffygrog, do you have any final statements for this podcast episode?
Wow. I think we've basically covered all the introductory things. I mean, of course,
The basics.
That there are plenty of things we can, explore, but that would be a bit deeper. And now we've explained the broad strokes. I think that's pretty good.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, Griffygroggers. And we shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Yes, I hope you have a good day and even a better week. Peace.
That's his outro, by the way. Classic.
I'm gonna mute whilst you do the intro, okay?
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my breath.
Okay.
I also saw you went on mute on Discord.
Yeah, because I can hold it. Who or what is DonnyD?
Who or what is Oh, for God's sake.
Sorry, I forgot. No, okay, I'm going on mute.